Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Okay, are you guys excited? We can see the mountains again today.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the air feels so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels better, it looks better, and it is better. Of course, it is a colder air mass, so that is one thing you probably noticed throughout the day. Had to go find those heavier coats and notice folks walking around a little more bundled up this afternoon out there. You can see a little bit of a breeze still showing up outside the ABC4 studios with a mixture of clouds and some sun there. Temperature now down to 36 degrees, but yeah, it's going to drop a good bit as we go into the overnight hours. Now, you can see the air quality right now in the cold green range. It seems like it was going to be forever before we saw that again. But sure enough, we were able to get that inversion buster in here to bust up the inversion, and now the atmosphere can vent a little bit and let some of that smog out of the area. Now, we'll creep back up into the moderate range likely for your Tuesday and Wednesday as a weak ridge tries to build back into the area, but I don't think it'll last as long, and it will definitely not be nearly as strong as the one we saw last week. So here's the inversion buster that really did the trick. I hate to call it a storm because it didn't really bring us much in the way of precipitation, but it is now clearing out that smog and bringing in, yes, a frigid air mass that we're going to notice, especially by tomorrow morning. Now, most of the snow has been over into Colorado with this system, so not a lot of moisture in the Beehive State, but our mountains have been seeing some off and on snow showers throughout the day. And we had a couple of flurries that were moving in this afternoon across the northern half of the state, but most of that is fizzling out now. It's really all about the temperatures as we go throughout the rest of tonight, as we're already in the 30s across most of the state, down to 27 already in Emory. Also seeing that around Heber as well. But look at that, even 48 in St. George. It's going to get much colder, though. I think most of us will be down into the teens by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. Yeah, we may hold in the low 20s in Salt Lake City, but look at that, even St. George expected to be in the mid-20s, but I think everyone else likely in the teens. Now, so go throughout your Tuesday, we will see lots of sunshine. Here's the problem. The winds are still going to be out of the north, so that frigid air will still build into the area. So we're only talking highs in the 30s for most of us, with highs only in the upper 40s for St. George. So here's our inversion buster, that trough that moved through, now pushing out. Here comes the weak ridge that may try to bring back a little bit of a weak inversion for your Wednesday and Thursday, but it's not going to be a big time deal. Here's why. We've got another weak disturbance that's going to move through as we go into your Thursday. Could bring us some snow showers, but that will mix the air up again. So that means any little bit of an inversion that tries to develop will quickly fade away. Then look at this. As we go into the weekend, we could have another system that could bring us at least a little moisture, but more importantly, mix up the air, keep the inversion away, and another one knocking on the door for next week. So we like to see the active pattern because that keeps the air mixed up. So we're clearing out that inversion now. A little bit of haze may try to show up by the middle of the week, but it's going to be short-lived. Here's that disturbance bringing us that chance of snow showers on Thursday. Again, we may see a little bit of ridging on Friday, and then for the weekend, again, none of these storm systems look strong, but they could be enough to keep the inversion mixed up across the area. And we may see some light snow accumulations from this, especially for our mountains, but I don't think that's going to be the big story. In St. George, we're looking at, again, sunshine, but frigid temperatures, 20s and 40s. Yeah, that's going to be cold for our friends down south, but looking mainly dry. Across the Wasatch Front here, we're looking at highs in the 30s. Then we're in the 40s with a little bit of haze potentially by the middle of the week and maybe some snow showers by Thursday.
Got to wear those earmuffs today.
Yes.
You know, it's cold out there.
Especially tomorrow morning.
Oof, okay.
Talk about a cold place. Logan, Utah.
Yeah,
Pretty chilly up there, isn't it?
But we got some news to report from there. Utah State Aggies introduced Bronco Mendenhall as their new head football coach. We'll hear from him. And we've also got some bloopers and blunders.